He says lot of kiritas are there, gadas are there, and the chakras are there. Probably he's seeing the armies on both the sides as the very manifestation of Krishna. As if in Kauravas, on Kaurava's side also it's Krishna only fighting, on Pandava's side also Krishna only fighting. Otherwise, why so many kiritas? Why so many gadas? Of course, the artists think there are so many heads Krishna has. But if you go by the Purusha Suktam also, Sahasra Shirasha Purushaha, in that also it is very clear. He is not having one neck and 1,000 heads on that neck. Though it's shown like that. All heads are his heads. All hands are his hands. All eyes are his eyes. This is the understanding that we must develop from this. And now Arjuna is describing, this is one nice shloka, so 18th one. Tomaksharam paramam veditavyam. Tomasya vishwasya param nidhanam. Tomavyayah shashvatam dharma gopta. Sanatanastam purusho matome. You are that ultimate, I have realized it now. So far I heard it from your mouth, and you described and I believed you. Shastrasya guru vakyasya satya buddhya. I have believed whatever you said in Vibhuti Yoga, but now I am seeing, I am experiencing your presence in everything as all. So he glorifies Krishna. Tomaksharam, you are the indestructible. Paramam, ultimate, Veditavyam, the one who should be known. Dvaya vidya veditavya. Though in the two knowledges, you are the higher knowledge, which everybody should know. Tomasya vishwasya param nidhanam. You are the very support of this whole world. Without you, nothing can exist. This is what you told me in the last chapter, but now I am experiencing this. Tvam avyayaha, you cannot be destroyed because you are Atman. Body may go, Atman will stay. Shashvata, you are eternal. What? Dharma Gopta, very important word. Dharma Gopta is not Dharma Data. Dharma Data means who gives you the Dharma. See, do this and don't do this. You are Dharma Gopta, you are the protector of that Dharma. When people don't follow that Dharma, you also ensure that they follow. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirabhavati bharata. Abhyutthanam dharmasya tadatmanam srajamyaham. Why do I manifest? When dharma is on decline, which dharma? That dharma that the very Lord himself gave, taught to Vivasvatama and things like that. That dharma when it is on decline, what happens? The Lord himself comes to protect the dharma. So you are dharma gopta. You are not a dharma data or dharma pravakta. You are dharma gopta. You are the protector of that dharma. I have realized this now. Sanatanastam purusho matome. You are the sanatana who was always there, and you are the purusha. This is called Pura, the body of 9 gates. The one who resides, Kshaya, he is Purusha. So you are the indweller of all beings. I have figured this out with this one vision. Good enough for me, and I have understood who you truly are. And he goes on to say, Dyava Prativyaha Idam Antaram hi. Whatever is in between the earth and sky, you are feeling all that. There is no space left. You are from the earth to the sky, from heaven to earth, you are stretching yourself. Vyaptam Tvayaikena Dishascha Sarva. Not only you are stretching yourself up and down, but in all directions, Sarva Disha. Means you have encompassed, embraced, engulfed everything in you. This is what he is telling Krishna. Drishtadbhutam Rupa Mugram Tavedam, and you are Ugra Rupa. At this point of time, Krishna looks fierce with so much of tejas, like 1,000 suns shining, so many hands, weapons, and all faces, eyes. You can imagine how overwhelming that vision is. Ugram. Lokatrayam Pravyathitam Mahatman. All the worlds are shivering looking at your this new form. Seems like everybody is afraid of you. Everybody is disturbed and perturbed by this sudden explosion of a vision. This is Arjuna's reaction. And he says, Amihi Tvam Sura Sangha Vishanti. In you, all the gods, the groups of gods are there. They're all coming to you. Keche Bhitaha Pranjalo Grananti. Some of them, what are they? They're afraid. They're afraid of you because of your fierce form that I'm seeing right now. I see some of the gods who are also watching you. They're getting afraid of you with this great glory. And what are they doing? With folded hands, they're praying to you. Swasti Yuktva Maharshi Siddha Sangaha. The group of rishis, they are telling Swasti, Swasti, Swasti. The Swasti means Punya Vachana. Punyaha Vachana we call it. Means let auspicious things happen, let good things happen, let there be peace. They are chanting like that. And Stuvanti Tvam Stutibhi Pushkalabihi. They are praising you through the verses from the Vedas in so many ways. So various people are reacting to you in different ways. Those who are doing mistakes, those who are atheists, those who are Rakshasas and Asuras, they are all scared of you. Because they know you are here to destroy them, the Kaurava kinds. So they are scared of you. But who is not scared of you? The other people, like Devatas are holding hands and praying to you. Rishis are singing your glory and chanting Swasti mantras for you. And other great yogis are all chanting verses from the Vedas. This is the reaction of different people to God when He appears. The demons, they run like Kamsa, is scared of Krishna. Gopikas love Krishna. Rishis worship Krishna, praise Krishna. Gopalas play with Krishna. So everybody has a relationship with the divinity. But those who have no faith, they are the ones who have to be afraid of the divine. Otherwise, why should somebody be afraid of divinity, whichever form it comes? When Narasimha came, all got afraid. Hiranyakashipu was the first to run for his life. But he tore him open and all that happened. Gods were scared because seeing the Ugra of Narasimha didn't know how to react. Such big teeth and tongue and nails and huge lion head. Who was not afraid in the whole thing? Prahalada alone. Why? Because Prahalada could see through this. He saw this is my Narayana. He has taken the Narsimha avatar for the sake of killing the demon Hiranyakashipu. But to me, he is my sweet Lord Narayana. He saw that and he was not afraid. He was not terrified. So likewise, by seeing this vision, some people are terrified. Some people have become happy and they're glorifying. Some people have started singing stutis. So different type of people I'm seeing, they're reacting to you in different ways. So this is the form of the Vishnu. Krishna has, Vishnu means Vishwamayam, the one who permeates everything, that Krishna is giving this experience to Arjuna. And sometimes God has to, he wants to impress upon Arjuna the need for him to do his duty. So therefore he is going to any extent, including giving a Vishwaroopa Darshanam, to ensure that Arjuna becomes his perfect instrument. See what extent God goes to establish Dharma, you have to understand that from God's point of view. And this is how it goes on. And then he says, all other people are also scared of this thing. They are all pravyathitas aham also. I have also become very disturbed by this vision, Arjuna is slowly saying, because you are very difficult to behold this form of yours. So he said, Dhritimna vindami shamam cha Vishnu. I am not able to develop courage or confidence to see you like this, nor I am getting peace. Shamam, I am not able to be at peace. I am feeling very overwhelmed by this vision of yours. Because it describes, bahu udaram, bahu danshtra karalam, canine teeth, strong canine teeth, so many of them in his mouth, Krishna's mouth, the way he is looking at, that is the darshan. So Arjuna is scared. He says, please, Dhritimna vindami shamam cha Vishnu, I cannot understand, I cannot take it anymore. So what does he say? He says, Danshtra karalani chate mukhani drishtaiva kala nalasannibhani disho na jane nalabhe cha sharma prasida devesha jagannivasa. So Arjuna is telling Krishna, thank you for this vision, enough. Now, please do this. You're looking at your fearful teeth, the fearsome, what you call, Danshtra are not Darshana, it is canine teeth, the sharp ones which will tear into flesh. I'm seeing those in your mouth. And drishtaiva kala nalasannibhani, from your mouth fire is coming out. And what fire? Fire of death. As if anything goes into it, will be burned to ashes. That kind of fearful form, I'm fearful of you. That kind of fierce form I'm seeing. So, Disho na jane, I'm not knowing what to do, where to do, what to go now. Standing here, Labena cha sharma, I'm not able to gain peace by looking at this. Prasida devesha, therefore please be happy, become your simple, beautiful, soft and calm form. Jagannivasa, in whom the whole world takes refuge. I take refuge in you. Please calm down and come back to your normal self. That's what they tell Prahalada. When this Narada and nobody is able to calm down Narasimha, they tell Prahalada, you go and tell him to calm down. Because nobody else can talk to him at these times. You talk to Swami, I am not going to go there. You go. He somehow is happy with you nowadays. Better you only put this idea. I can't dare to do that. So like that, Arjuna is so dear. He is telling Krishna, Jagannivasa, please Prasida, calm down. You are showing me very horrendous form. And what he is trying to tell, but also what he sees there is, Amicha tvam dhritarashtrasya putraha sarve sahaivava nipala sangaihi. All the sons of Dhritarashtra, along with all the kings who are there on their side, all of them are getting killed. How they are getting killed? Bhishma, Drona, Suta, Putras, Tathasau, Sahasma, Diyairapi, Yoda, Mukhyaihi, all the great warriors of that side, the heads like Bhishma, Drona, who are commanders. I am seeing all of them also. What is happening to them? Vaktrani te tvaramana vishanti. They are rushing into your mouth. He is having a vision. See, naturally, physically, nobody is rushing into Krishna's mouth, right? But he is seeing the future now. Trikala Drishti has come to Arjuna. He is seeing what is going to happen in the future. All these great warriors are being swallowed by this Vishwaroopa of Krishna. And how? They are rushing into him. Danshtra karalani bhayanakani, where they are going into his fierce canine teeth. They are all going into such a terrible mouth of Krishna is what his vision is. Kechet dvilagna dashanantareshu, and some of them are getting stuck in between the teeth. Because there's such a rush to get inside his mouth. When you have a lot of rush from a small door, what happens? Somebody gets stuck in the door. Like that, everybody is rushing towards Krishna's mouth, including Bhishma, Dhritarashtra, and even, Sutaputra means Karna and others. They're all getting inside the mouth of Krishna. And terrible teeth are there, in that which they're getting stuck. And what is happening? Sandrishyante churni tair uttamangai. Some of their heads are getting crushed. Churnitam means they're becoming powder. Uttamangai, the best of the anga, that is head. Some of their heads are getting crushed in his teeth. That form which he's seeing. So Arjuna is seeing the future. The death of all these people is happening in such a terrible way. As if they're getting crushed, between the teeth of that, whatever vision of that Kala that Arjuna is having. They're being crushed in that. That is the kind of future that is waiting for them. Arjuna is able to see into the future. And how is it happening? Are they slowly entering? No, they're entering with great force, as if wanting to go inside the mouth of Krishna. Yatha nadinam bahavombu vegaha, like the rivers which flow with great force. How? Samudrameva abhimukha dravanti, facing the ocean, they rush towards the ocean. The river seems to be in a hurry to get into the ocean. In the same way, all these Naraloka Veeras are getting into your mouth. Yatha pradittam jalaram patanga, like that moth wants to rush into the fire and get burnt. Sometimes you cannot understand why would you do that. But still you see hundreds of flies getting into fire and dying. Likewise, people are rushing into this mouth of the great Vishwaroopa and getting killed. This is what is happening, and I'm seeing this with great force it is going on. What is Krishna or that Vishwaroopa doing? It is using its tongue and licking them all in, it seems, and swallowing them. That is the vision, fierce vision that Arjuna is having, that all these people are rushing into the mouth of that great Vishwaroopa, getting burnt in the fire, crushed in the teeth. And what is this Vishwaroopa doing? As if he's having a nice, tasty meal, it is licking its lips and swallowing them all. Whatever is getting stuck, inside. This is what is happening on the other side. He's very scared now, Arjuna, looking at what the future is holding. Akhyami meko bhavanugra rupo namostu te deva vara prasida. He says, I don't know why you have taken this kind of a form. Please calm down, O Deva, O God, O Supreme Being, please prasida. Calm down. Vigyatum ichchami bhavanta madhyam nahi prajanami tava pravrittim. I want to know why you have shown this vision to me now. Such a terrible vision where my own kith and kin are getting killed, entering your mouth and getting burnt and crushed. Why, Pravritti? For what reason have you taken this form upon yourself? Why are you showing this to me? Arjuna is asking Krishna. So you understand the Vishwaroopa Darshana. How many of you want to have the Vishwaroopa Darshana? You will see yourself also entering the same mouth, because this is the future, right? Kalamukha, the mouth of the death, jaws of death. Everybody is going. So the idea of death is being painted like this. So this is imagery. Don't take it too literally that we all, when we die, we rush into the mouth of Kala and we all get crushed between the teeth. Where is the body? Body is gone to crematorium and our soul is roaming around in the malls in Bangalore. Where is the time for death to crush us? So it's an imagery that how painful and terrible that death is going to be for all these fellows who are on the side of adharma. This is what is happening to all of them. They're getting crushed. And then he says, please tell me why you have taken this form upon yourself. I am not able to behold this. Calm down and tell me why this fearful, this tremendous vision of yours. And then Bhagavan Vacha, he says, Kalosmi loka shayakrit pravruddho. Who am I? Krishna is asking, Arjuna is asking Krishna, who are you? And Krishna is telling, who am I? I am time, Kala. I am the time which swallows everything. With time, everything is gone. Also, Kala means death. But death is also controlled by time only, because when our time is over, we all die. Nobody can extend their life even by a day. So he says, I am that Kala. I am that Lord of time or death. And why am I here? Loka shayakrit pravruddho. Because I want to finish off all these people, the adharmis. And of course, those of doing dharma at their own time. Everybody has to be swallowed by me. Lokan samahar tummiha pravruttaha. My behavior right now is to finish off, with laya, to take them all in. This is why I have taken this vibhatsa, this great form. And if you see, laya or destruction is a part of God's job, isn't it? We say G-O-D, generator, organizer and destroyer. So destruction is a part of God's job. Unless He destroys, how can new creation happen? We are in our body also daily, billions of cells they die and the new cells are born. That's how we remain healthy. So, replacement or this is a part of nature. So, death is not something to be afraid of. But the kind of death one can be afraid of. If you do good things, your death will be peaceful. If you do wrong things, you will have a terrible death like this. So, idea is to live in a life such a way, our life, that our death is very peaceful. That Yama Darshana dikhaye. We don't want to see Yama at the end of that. Whom do we want to see? We want to see Rama. We want to see Krishna. We want to see the divinity in everything as we leave this body. That is the prayer. So this is what he says, I am that ultimate time which finishes off everybody, which takes everybody in and in a way annihilates all. So this is the Laya Rupa of mine that I am showing to you. But there is a reason why Krishna shows everything to Arjuna. What is he trying to convey? He will tell, Ritepi tvam na bhavishyanti sarve ye avasthitaha pratyanikeshu yodaha. He says, even without you, this is going to happen. Don't think you are here to destroy these people and you are a great warrior. He says, Ritepi tvam na bhavishyanti sarve. Whatever is going to, we are seeing right now, it will happen in spite of you not being here. Even if you were not here, this was going to happen. He's trying to tell Arjuna. That's why somebody says, no, with you, without you, in spite of you, the mission will go on. Don't think you are here, so mission is happening. Don't take too much of credit unnecessarily. So he's telling Arjuna, all those who are there on the opposite side, all the yodhas, all of them will be finished like this, as you are seeing right now. And this is going to happen even without you. Even if you are not in the battlefield, this is their fate. This is their future. This is how he's trying to convince. So what is Krishna trying to come to? He is coming to in the next shloka, very important shloka. He says, Tasmat tvamuttishta yasho labhasva. Therefore get up, Arjuna, and gain glory. Glory of what? Of being the good Kshatriya who fought for dharma and won a war. Jitva shatrun bhungshva rajyam samruddham. Win over your enemies and enjoy your kingdom. And what else is? Mayai vaite nihitaha purvameva. All this I have already done, purvameva. Before itself I have finished all these people in the war. You are only going to now act as if war is going to happen now. Nimitta matram bhava savya sachin. Therefore just be an instrument of mine. Don't get too involved with doership and all that. No, this all I have already finished. See, I have shown you the future through this Divya Drishti. That Drona, Bhishma, Sutaputra, all these people, including the people in the army, are all going to be finished in a matter of time. By whom? By me. Because I am Kala. I am here to destroy them. But nevertheless, you are here as an instrument of mine to enact this out. That's all is your job. And this I often quote, Nimitta matram bhava savya sachin. Become an instrument. Sabyasachi means the one who can even wield the bow with his left hand. He is like an ambidextrous Arjuna. With right hand also he can use the bow, left hand also. So I know you are very skilled. You are the best of the doctors in the world. You are the best of the teachers. You are the best of the musicians. You are best of whatever. But let me tell you, whatever you are trying to do has already happened, already done by me. You are only an instrument acting it out. So don't be too overwhelmed by the difficulties that come in the life, the challenges that come. At the same time, don't get too egoistic about your achievements, because none of these is yours. It's God who does it. You are only an instrument. So he tells Arjuna, coming back to the same story, he wants him to fight the war. So nimitta matram bhava savya sachin. Don't think too much that you are killing your grandfather, you are killing your kith and kin. All this is not necessary. All they have been already killed. Purve mete. Already they have been finished by me. You only do your duty as an instrument. That is the idea. Now, some people will say, oh, so everything is done by God. So no sins and no punyam and no papa should come to us, right? That is what many people will take this to the other extreme. When God has anyway finished everything, destiny is written, fate is sealed. What is the point in me doing anything? Anyway, I am going to get Sunnam. Why study tonight? That is decided, fate is decided. This is not the attitude. Then Advaitins and Dvaitas, this is where the conflict starts. So Dvaita will say, you are a Jiva, you are not God, you have to do your duty, and only if you do punyas will you reach the Brahma Loka, or whichever Vaikuntha Loka or Kailasa Loka, Brahma Loka, whatever Loka you will go to. And then you will enjoy, you will be with that divinity and enjoy your life and time there. For them, this is very important. That become an instrument, don't think too much. But for an Advaitin, this is a normal thought process. This should be a natural, spontaneous thought process when we work. Yes, I am just an instrument. In fact, this instrument is also made of the same divinity. Gold may look different as a bangle, as a chain, or as a ring, but ultimately it is gold. So Advaitin will see only gold. He won't see it has become a bangle or a chain or anything. Advaitin will only see water. He won't see the waves and the ocean and the froth. Advaitin will only see the space. He will not see this hall and that place. So from Advaita Darshanam, you are always divine. So good, bad, ugly, everything that is happening under a divine command. But sometimes we deviate from this thought and then we commit sins, as we say. And then there is a papa to associate it with. So how do we deal with it? Yes, at that moment you strayed away from the thought of Advaita. Therefore you are getting worked up and overwhelmed by the idea that now you have committed a sin and you will be punished, or you have done good things and you will be rewarded for it. That is only deviation from the Advaitin's mind. But at the same time, we cannot be lazy, saying, I don't have to do anything. Why? Because divinity will do everything. Try it out. Sit in your room. Don't go to dining hall and expect your food to arrive in front of you. Will it come? Has it ever come? Never come. You had to walk. Why you don't think that the walking to dining also is divine will? Why don't you think taking the idli and putting in your plate is also divine will? Why don't you think sitting and eating the idli also is your divine will? Why don't you look at it like that? Why take this lazy approach that I will sit in my room? If divinity decides I should have food today, food will arrive. This is a very wrong understanding of these philosophies. People use it conveniently because of their laziness and lethargy. No, karmanyavadikaraste mahapaleshu kadachana. That is the principle of karma. You do your work as an instrument of God. Who runs this body after all? You've eaten your lunch. Who digests it by night? You eat your dinner. Who digests it by morning? That divinity is working through all of us as a Chaitanya Shakti, Prana Shakti. That is the divinity which makes everything happen. So that's how you become an instrument of that divinity. So don't as I said, don't go to this extreme that I am nobody, everything is divine, I am useless. That is also wrong. At the same time, I am only everything. That is also wrong. Take the middle path. I am an instrument. Divinity is the real doer. So divinity only should be the real enjoyer. To an instrument, no sin comes, no punya, no papa. A doctor who uses a scalpel to do an operation there, if the operation goes right and the patient is cured, the scalpel is not going to get any credit for it. Or if the operation goes wrong and patient dies, scalpel is not going to get sins. It's doctor's doing. Likewise, Krishna is saying, I have done everything what needs to be done. You please only worry about your instrumentation part at this point in time. That is good enough. Till you realize oneness with me, this is your method. Be an instrument. Once you realize oneness, there is no difference between you and the divine. So these questions only won't arrive. What is it? Shiyante chasya karmani dasmin drishte paravare. The one who sees that, for him all the karmas have been destroyed. Why? Because all the hridaya granthi, vidyate hridaya granthi chidyante sarva samshaya. All his doubts are clear. Then you won't ask me this question. Swami, what happens like this? What happens like that? Because you have realized the truth. In the truth, all your doubts have disappeared. Hridaya granthis have been cut asunder. So till that stage, please think of yourself as an instrument. That is the best way. So this is a very secret Krishna is revealing. Nimitta matram bhava savyasachin. All our people in our institutions should think they are just instruments and nothing more. And he continues that he is seeing all these things which are happening. Like, and Krishna tells him, Drona, Bhishma, Jayadratam cha, Karnam tatha anyapi yodhaviran, maya hatans tvam, jahima vyathishtha, yudhyasva jetasi rane sapatnan. You are worried about Drona because you know he can't be killed. Dronacharya cannot be killed unless he gives up the weapons on his own. Bhishma cannot be killed unless he decides to die. Then Jayadratha, he also had a boon from his father that whoever kills him, his head will split into 1,000 pieces, it seems. And Karna, who had Kavacha Kundala, he cannot be killed. You are worried about these people. Krishna read Arjuna's mind. Okay, you are saying all these things, but these people cannot be killed. That's what I know of. But don't worry, they also have been killed by me, Krishna is assuring. How? That you know how Krishna uses his tactics to kill all of them. But he says, all these have been killed, they have all been killed by me, so you don't unnecessarily worry. Don't get worked up by their presence. You fight the war, win the war, along with your enemies, along with your people, kill all the enemy, do your duty. That's all Krishna is trying to tell. Even the most difficult challenges I have taken care of. You just be an instrument.